Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Omono is smart in the happen. No guys, APC government was caught vote buying, sharing food stuff to Nigerians, even sharing money to Nigerians to vote for Tinubu ahead of the 2027 election. Guys, can you imagine what is going on? This is so appalling. I was surprised to see Nigerians, old men collecting foodstuffs. Both young, collecting foodstuff. Guys, imagine collecting foodstuff or a bag of rice, to suffer for 4 years. I mean, people are dying. Guys, do you know how many people that died last year and this year? Like for the past 3 years, do you know how many people Nigeria has lost because of insecurity, because of the current government has refused to do what they're supposed to do, have refused to stop the insecurity going on in this country. Currently now, Plateau State is under fire. Plateau State is burning. People are dying. An attack was conducted in Plateau State. People died. Before I show you these clips of APC members vote buying and also what happened in Plateau State, guys, it's so appalling that people are dying and people are collecting money or people are collecting foodstuff to vote for a government that have refused to stop the hunger, the hardship, and the insecurity going on in this country. Guys, they are collecting money to still vote them back in. Some people will say that you don't need to blame them, that they are hungry. This is what Nigerian government has, made people become, hungry, poverty-stricken people. They don't even care if they will suffer. They want to collect that food just to eat. People are hungry. Now, before I show you all these videos, let me take you through some reactions coming from Nigerians. Now, this one said, don't force people to APC. It is the right of Nigerians to join any party they want and choose any leader they want. If APC has done well, they won't be sharing rice, gari or spaghetti to people to vote for them. Tinubu said they don't need our money, but she and Tinubu ended up spending 8.7 billion naira on just transportation. Just recently, your government has borrowed another $6 billion. Man takes a solo protest to the streets. There was this man that was protesting, Imagine. If you claim that APC is doing well, why are you trying to, buy people to vote for you? If you're doing well, they will vote for you even without giving them a penny. Now, another one said, if your performance are good in your first term in office, it will speak for himself, not this gari, rice, beans of a thing. A giant of Africa has turned out to be giant of idiotic country. I doubt that this country called Nigeria will ever rise up again. The other one said, this sort of criminal activities by terrorist regime agents are being allowed to hold on. They are using the looted Commonwealth from NMPCL to bribe people with rice for votes and loyalty. This is criminality. This is so bad. This is so bad. Then the other one said, PVC registration starts again on the 11th of May 2026. Go and get your PVC. Use it to vote out this bad leadership. Not for rice. We should be angry enough. Then the other one said, I weep. The illiteracy of the ruling class is staggering and it is being passed to hungry Nigerians. People are not asking what is in this rice. Is it GMO? Be careful. Tinubu should not be trusted. This is what this person is saying. Another one said, you created the hunger as a weapon for submissiveness. Now you give them rice that will not last for a week for them to vote for you. You have to be you have to be wicked to support this government. Now the other one said, this is so sad and derogatory to the Nigerian people. These criminal governments have the ball to be downplayed the pain of Nigerians by giving corn to their chickens. May Tinubu not happen to Nigeria again. Guys, I'm going to stop here for now for the reaction. Guys, take a look at these clips and I'll be right back. Guys, take a look.
Oya, Emma Fisi.
Mommy,
Emma Bole, come back, shake the card you want. Yeah, that's my card.
collect card.
Oh yeah, next card. Hey, Emma boy. Emma lo. PVC registration. Oh my baby.
Lọ́wọ́ jù lọ gbà lọ sí operation voters card ẹ bá kú òǹbẹ operation voters card oya kú òǹbẹ abẹnú operation voters card right now system here, Joe. Operation, show your voters card. On the Boma for the voters card here. For the voters card. Show your voters. We do not see the tell us the voters card. Lama Bigba. 2027. President. Second time. President. APC. APC. My party and party, our party. Operation show your voters card. It's the media. So enjoy. Media
Don't force them to APC. Don't force them. If they want to go to ADC, allow. If they want to go to Labour Party, they want to go to any party, allow them. It is the right of Nigeria to choose their leaders. If APC has done well, they will not go and be sharing rice to people. They will not go and be sharing talia, macaroni to people to vote them. They will not go and do vote buying. If APC is doing well, Tinubu told us that he doesn't need our money. Remi Tinubu, Senator Remi Tinubu, the wife of Tinubu, you told us that you don't need our money. In 4 months, you and your husband ended up spending 8.7 billion naira just transportation. That's not even the part of the problem yet. Just recently, your government has borrowed another $6 billion. That's about 9 trillion naira. In less than 4 years, with subsidy being removed by APC government of Tinubu, you have borrowed 155 trillion naira. How much did Buhari borrow? Despite everything that we blame Buhari in 8 years with subsidy in place, how much did Buhari borrow? APC is unable to solve our insecurity problem. The high cost of living can no longer be tolerated. APC has made Muslims and Christians to continuously be fighting because when anywhere is attacked, we think it's Muslim. When the other side is attacked, Muslim thinks it's Christian. And this has resulted to religious crisis. As Nigerians, it is our right to choose our leaders, not you choosing the leaders for us. If you are working for Tinubu, go and work for Tinubu. We need an INEC chairman that will work for Nigerians, not an INEC chairman that will work for Tinubu, APC, and the other corrupt leaders. Boldly, I call on Nigerians. Read this.
Tragedy struck on Wednesday afternoon at Ndang village in Fan district of Barkin Ladi local government area of Plateau State when gunmen attacked villagers conducting a burial of 7 victims of the previous night's attack on the community. Amongst those being buried was an entire family of 5. It was gathered that the gunmen who were watching the burial ceremony from the hills surrounding the community descended and attacked them as they were completing the digging of the grave. The mourners had just dug a few meters before the terrorists struck, and it is reported that they had to hurriedly dump the bodies into the shallow grave and run for their lives. The video of members of the community scampering for safety has gone viral, and another video of Executive Director of the NGO equipping the persecuted Judge Saul has also escalated the incident. In his video, he concluded by directing all those concerned about the victims to a website where donations to assist them can be made.
Last night, just outside Barkin Ladi in the Fan district, Fann, a family was murdered outside of their home. A Christian family was murdered outside of their home. And today, the villagers and the people from the area set out to bury the family. And while they were in the middle of burying the family, Fulani came out of the bushes and from the hills en masse and started killing people and attacking people at the funeral. One of our reporters almost lost his life today, and he had to run and flee for his life on foot And thank God he survived. If you'd like to help out the victims, help out the wounded, we need all the help we can get right now to answer this crisis. I've already deployed resources, but the killing is continuing. It's going to take a lot more. So please be in prayer for our persecuted brothers and sisters.
All right. Now, whilst outrage over this incident trends, the Plateau State Police Command has released a statement debunking the attack. The release reads in part that it has come to the notice of the Plateau State Police Command that a misleading publication by a section of the media alleges that gunmen opened fire on innocent civilians during a mass burial in the state, resulting in the death of many people. The command wishes to categorically debunk this report in its entirety. At no time did the Plateau State Police Command record such an incident. The claims are grossly exaggerated, inaccurate, and do not reflect the true situation on the ground. So let's take some reactions from this incident and these competing narratives that have emerged. The first post on X says, "Why causing panic at a burial? The cameraman initiated the news and acted the script to send to funders. Which one is heads down, heads down? At the end, nobody attacked them, but the news has already been sold to NGOs." That's from Zagazola Makama, which is a platform that disseminates security-related information. Let's go to another post on X, which says, "This is pure evil. Attacking mourners at a burial ground. Plateau is under siege and our leaders are asleep. Enough is enough. When will Nigeria protect its own?" Now, I think what is causing a lot of uncertainty around this is that we've had incidents in the past where there were attacks and they were debunked or denied by the officials, and then later there was backtracking to that. So I've reached out to one of our correspondents in Plateau State, and he says that this did occur, that it happened. He has been in touch with people in the area, and he confirms that this incident did happen. Dr. Abatia.
Why there is a lot of disinformation, misinformation, one of the major problems we have with some of the latest developments with regard to, insecurity in the country. The thing, however, is that, yes, people can capitalize on the situation, but where there is a firm confirmation that the incident, of course, happened, then it's now up to the police. Maybe there was no report, because not everything that gets reported is now for the police to investigate. But the bigger issue is the same issue we always bring up here, that nobody should live anywhere in this country and be afraid that he or she will be attacked. Either women or children or other people, in the course of their daily business, whether at night or during daytime. So in this particular Plateau State, we have always received reports about, insecurity in the Birom community, in the Riyom community, around the Bakenladi, where you have large concentrations of people. And one after the other, the government has not been able to make any difference. Even the governor of the state joined the ruling party, or Progressive Congress. His harshest critics say, okay, you went and joined the APC so that your state can benefit more from the center. What have you brought your people? And since you joined, there is even a greater recurrence of attacks on the people. So it's not enough for the police to just dismiss this. I think the police should follow up, and efforts should be made to just address this situation on the Benue Plateau. It's almost a daily occurrence. Yes. Even when the story is not true, people will be tempted to believe it. But here you have video evidence. The police have not seen the video evidence. They've not received any report at police station. Could that be that the people are even tired of reporting to the police? Because even when they report, either to the police or to the military, what report do they get? And this has been going on for far too long.
Absolutely. Fine.
Veba, I want us to all go mad this morning. They were staging a movie. That's what was happening. You see? So the police, they were staging a movie, can't you see? See how they are running around, staging a movie.
That's what some comments online are saying.
It's a scene from a movie. Remember, so able-bodied people will just start to run and pivot. You see, I remember I was telling you, you have a lot of American missionaries that have people embedded there. And you heard what that man said. He said our people on ground have told us this has happened. The police that I can bet, please, I might be wrong on this, did not go to that community. What did the police do? Issued a statement that nothing of such happened. You see the Nigeria police that want to fight insecurity. But am I surprised, Vimbai? Vimbai, not this IG, a former IG in this country, something happened in Jos, around the Riyom area or something. You know what he did? He only visited the state capital. He couldn't even visit where the thing happened itself. So you think the police care so much about you? And that's why I say, let me continue in the gallow humor with them. So these people were just running. They were not attacked. So they were shooting a scene from a movie. To show you how senseless it is. A police that doesn't even investigate. So are you telling me, Vimbai, that police does not even have people, plain court police officers embedded in that society that can report what transpired? And that's how they've been deflecting. For what it's worth, did the president even care to even visit the people in Jos themselves? Didn't he stop at Barracan-Ladi, the airport? Didn't his flights back and the fact that they were closing the airport was more important to the president than people that had just been killed? Even the woman that had to clutch onto the lifeless body of a child, her only child, the president didn't even see it fit to go visit her in her own home. The optics would have been better if he had entered the home and empathized with them, but he had to tell her to come and meet him in the airport. So you see, the way we react to things shows the value we place on lives. And that's why people had the audacity to come and say such things. And that's why you see, when you see a state that is failing, you already know them by. And that's why these days, what I will do is I will engage them in sarcasm and gallow humor. So, like they said, nothing happened. It was a shoot from a movie.
I think it's incredibly sad that we're becoming desensitized.
So, that's what it is. So that's why let's engage them in the gallow humor. Maybe it's going to make. And thanks to our journalists that confirmed that story right on point. Yeah. Because I'm also sad that somebody that we all thought used to be a good source also see what was reported. So you wonder what is really going on.
Okay, that's the security website.
That we used to think was a good source. So you see what is transpiring. So like they said, we engage them in the gallow humor. It was a scene from a movie. It's Nollywood. It never happened.
We should hope we get...
You can see the madness that goes on.
We hope that the police are able to get to the bottom of this.
And if the police get to the bottom, will the police have the dignity to come and say, oh, afterwards, we investigated, it was true, this transpired.
And these were the arrests that were made, and these are the actions.
So guys, you can see what's going on. You know, look at how people are being dying because of the current government that is ruling us. People are still collecting peanuts to vote them back in again. Now let me take you through some reactions coming from Nigerians. This one said, Abero Ishakole politics. This is what you get when you have an analog leader. The other one said, shame, shame. Anyway, collect their rights. It's your right. Vote your conscience. Your future matters. Vote right. The other one said, collect whatever they are bringing. Then vote your conscience. The other one said, they keep using hunger as the weapon. Some people are, trying to say that they are making things hard for people so that people can be submissive to them. So that when they give them money or food, they'll still vote them back in. The other one said, this is advanced vote buying in 2026 towards 2027 election in Nigeria. Then another one said, poverty and stupidity, which is worse. These men are pure stupid. The other one said, we don't need this anymore, my people. We need these people to fulfill their promise during their campaign, not this good that they can feed you for 2 days. Then the other one said, this is what APC and Asiwaju had turned Yoruba people to. All the pride is going. This is his plan for Yoruba land. Then the other one said, this is the worst kind of slavery. Poverty in a bastard. Thank God for my life. My father will always say, you don't struggle for what you can afford. Then another person said, a good government will not need to do this. Your performance will announce you. Those who offer bribes apathy instead of genuine love, empathy always crumble. The other one said, my God, how we take rich here. This is why their strongest sword is poverty. They don't want people to afford basic things, so everything they give them will look luxury. Then the other one said, collect from them and vote your conscience. Now late PMB talk am. Judging by the way things currently are in the country, would they have refused? Now, these idiots have weaponized poverty. Just imagine nonsense. There was a country called Nigeria, but now, Nigeria. The other one said, just imagine what APC has done to Nigerian people. You are using Nigerian people the way una want to be. Now, wow. The other one said, a bag of rice will solve everything, even fuel price. The other one said, selling the future of their children for a grain of rice. Some people will still see you and be begging for transportation and food on the streets. Now Google, buy all of una this time around. Guys, this is what Nigerians are saying. Let me know your thoughts under the comment section. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.